You're not lazy, you're not weak. You're just wired to stay where it's comfortable. Your brain isn't built for consistency, it's built for survival. And survival doesn't require discipline, it just needs safety. If you've ever started strong and quit halfway, this video is for you. Let's rewire your mind and take your power back. Most people start with fire and motivation, but fade just as fast. Why? Because they're relying on emotions, not systems. Motivation is like caffeine. It gives you a spike, then crashes. But systems don't care how you feel. They work when you're tired. They work when you're stressed. They work because you follow them without asking for permission. Your brain craves ease and comfort. That's natural. But when you rely on motivation alone, your brain waits for the perfect mood to act. And let's be honest, that mood rarely comes. This is why gym memberships explode in January, and by March, the weights are collecting dust. Real consistency starts when you build routines that run without thinking. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't hype yourself up to do it, you just do it. That's the power of systems. Discipline isn't about grinding 24/7, it's about designing your day so that you remove the need for motivation. If you want to stop starting over, stop relying on how you feel. Build a system. Make it automatic. Because feelings are optional, but systems are loyal. Here's the truth. Your brain is addicted to dopamine, the chemical of pleasure. And guess what? Progress is slow. It doesn't flood your brain like scrolling TikTok or eating junk food. That's why, even though working on your goals is meaningful, it doesn't feel as exciting as a notification or a like. That's not your fault. It's biology. The brain rewards newness, not consistency. It craves fast rewards and hates long waits. That's why people binge new hobbies, new relationships, new habits, and then quit when it gets boring. But if you want to be consistent, you must retrain your dopamine system. You have to fall in love with the process, not the result. Start tracking your habits visually. Every checkmark becomes a tiny hit of progress. Celebrate showing up, not just winning. And most importantly, detox. Yes, detox from easy dopamine. Put the phone away for a few hours. Stop rewarding your brain for doing nothing. Replace junk dopamine with earned dopamine. Go for a run. Read a book. Finish a task. That's how you make your brain crave discipline. The people who stay consistent aren't stronger than you. They just stopped letting dopamine control their life. You can't act like a winner while still believing you're a loser. Here's the problem. Most people try to build new habits with an old identity. They say things like, I'm trying to get disciplined. I always fail at routines. I'm just not consistent. But when your self-image says you're inconsistent, your actions will always find a way to prove that true. This is called cognitive dissonance. It's when your identity and your actions don't match, so your brain feels uncomfortable and eventually sabotages your progress to bring things back into balance. The solution? Change who you believe you are. Start saying, I'm the kind of person who shows up. I follow through, even when it's boring. I finish what I start. You don't become consistent by doing something once. You become consistent by making it part of who you are. Yes, it feels fake at first, but identity is built by evidence. Each small action is proof. One workout, you're someone who trains. One early morning, you're someone who rises with purpose. Act the identity until it becomes real. Your habits are not just what you do. They are who you become. You tell yourself, if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. Sound familiar? That's perfectionism, and it's one of the biggest enemies of consistency. Perfectionism is a lie your brain tells you to protect your ego. If you don't try fully, then failing doesn't hurt. But here's the truth. Trying halfway and quitting hurts more than failing. You wait for the perfect time, the perfect energy, the perfect schedule. But perfection is an illusion. It never shows up. Instead, real winners show up imperfectly but consistently. They make mistakes. They miss days, but they keep going. Let me give you a hard truth. Your 70% effort every day beats someone else's 100% effort once a month, because consistency compounds. We live in a culture that rewards big wins, but behind every big win is someone who kept going, quietly without applause, even on bad days. If you wait for perfect, you'll wait forever. So here's your rule now. Done is better than perfect. You miss a workout, do 10 push-ups. You eat badly, start clean the next meal. You break a streak, start again immediately. Consistency isn't about never falling. It's about how fast you stand up again. Willpower is not your problem. Your environment is. Imagine trying to eat healthy while sitting in a kitchen full of junk food, or trying to stay focused with your phone buzzing every 30 seconds. You're not weak. You're just outnumbered by triggers. Psychology proves this. We are products of our environment. And if you want to be consistent, you need to design your surroundings to support your goals. Start small. Want to read more? Put a book on your pillow. Want to wake up early? Put your phone across the room. Want to eat healthy? Remove garbage food from your space. You can't always rely on self-control, but you can outsmart your own brain. Habits are easier to keep when they're visible, easy, and rewarding. Make good habits easy to start. Make bad habits hard to access. Example, if scrolling your phone kills your time, use a dumb phone for a few hours. If junk food tempts you, don't keep it in the house. Your environment should push you toward who you want to become, not pull you back to who you used to be. You don't need more willpower. You need a better battlefield. Comment below. What habit have you started and quit the most? Let's build it for real this time. One of the biggest reasons people quit is this. They expected it to work faster. You go to the gym for a week and the scale doesn't move. You write for 2 days and nobody reads it. You meditate for 5 minutes and your mind still races. And your brain says, see, it's not working, let's quit. But here's what psychology and life teaches us. Success has a delay. There's a lag between effort and reward. You plant the seed, water it daily, but for weeks, nothing grows. Then suddenly, growth appears. That's how consistency works. And the people who win, they're not the fastest. They're the ones who kept showing up through the invisible phase. The results are coming, but they're not instant. Your brain wants dopamine now. But growth doesn't work like that. Growth is quiet. Growth is slow. Growth is frustrating. But growth is worth it. Every day you stay consistent, you're stacking invisible wins. You're becoming stronger, even if you can't see it yet. So next time your brain whispers, why bother? Say this back, because I'm not chasing fast results. I'm building something that lasts. You don't feel progress because you're not seeing it. The human brain needs feedback. It craves progress markers. But if you don't track your wins, they disappear into memory, and you feel stuck. Tracking your actions is psychological fuel. It's how your brain says, you're moving forward. Keep going. Let's say you wake up early every day for 2 weeks. If you don't write it down, your brain forgets. You feel like nothing's working, even though you're winning. Solution? Start tracking. Use a habit tracker, a journal, even a calendar with X marks. Each check is a dopamine hit, a reminder that you're not failing, you're building. And take it deeper. Reflect. Ask what worked this week, what challenged me, what will I improve next time? This gives your brain a narrative of success instead of a fog of failure. Also, reward yourself, not with junk or distractions, but with acknowledgement. Tell yourself, I showed up, I kept going. That matters. You'll never be consistent if you don't notice how far you've come. Reflect, track, repeat. You don't lack discipline, you lack understanding. But now you know the truth, so build the system, rewire your brain, and start again. Comment below, I'm rebuilding my consistency. And if this helped you, subscribe for more videos like this every week, because your mind deserves better.